The super middleweight division is ripe with talent, and both fighters from the past and present are ready to make their move. And so when we look at former world champions, the likes of Luis Alberto Lopez, there's a desire to do more in the sport. And Lopez is one of those who wants to really get after it and have the opportunity to come in and show his wares and be exactly what people think that he can be in the sport of boxing. And what that is a world champion. Again, he's seeking the opportunity for possibly a second world title, either at 126 or at 130. Let's talk about Lopez and his desire to get back at it, the championship level. Ever since his August 2024 fight against Angelo Leo, Luis Alberto Lopez has been looking for an opportunity to come back. And the comeback for him is to come back to be at the top of the sport as a world champion, a titleist. Some people feel that he's not necessarily ready for that, but he feels that he is. And according to an article written with Ring Magazine, he has put together 2 wins since losing to Leo in 2024. Lopez, who's rated at number 5 by the Ring at featherweight, is determined to get back to where he once was and showed he still has something to offer by stopping Miguel Alvarado Maya in 3 rounds back in December the 13th of 2025. He says that Arevalo was an experienced opponent. Lopez, whose record now is 31 wins, 3 losses, and 18 KOs, I almost had 9 months since my last fight, so I knew I needed to train really hard to come back strong and make a statement. I felt really strong, happy to come back in my hometown, but also really excited to come back on a good card, looking for a title shot in 2026. You see, he has that in him that he tasted being a champion, and he wants to get back at it. He says, honestly, I feel that Venato's greatest attribute in his mentality is his mentality. After a really difficult loss, we've been working really hard to get back stronger, and in 2026 is going to be a really good year. We'll be ready for any challenge. The thing is, Rafael Espinoza, who holds the WBO title at 126, is a strong fighter, and they're not so certain that it would be an easy fight for him, but they say that Espinoza is a solid champion. And he says, honestly, my team and personally myself really feel disappointed because we knew it was going to be a war. But that doesn't stop him from calling for a title opportunity. Lopez adds that I'll continue working and looking for all the champions in the 126 and 130 pound divisions. My target is to become a 2-time world champion in 2026. Personally, I feel that with the right matchups, Lopez will be back in for a title shot because he has an exciting style. He's a very orthodox fighter who's 5'4" with a 66.5-inch reach. The fight with Angelo Leo was a 10th round stoppage that he suffered. And it was a situation that he was caught clean and KO'd, but he was always trying to get Angelo Leo out of there. And though that turned out to be one of the fights of 2024 and knockouts of the same, fighters like Lopez are exciting. Though he's not the best boxer, he is a skillful fighter. He throws punches from weird and odd angles. He's shown a tough chin, even though Leo was able to nail him in the 10th round of that fight. But he's the type of fighter that crowds can get behind. And being out of Mexico, he's the type of fighter that has a fan base. They will follow him. They will show up for him. So if he's able, he could get in there with the right type of fighter. I don't believe Rafael Espinoza is the one for him due to the difference in height and reach. And Espinoza has shown an ability to not only optimize his extremities, but he can really get after people. So it would be a real hard hill to climb for Luis Alberto Lopez against the likes of a fighter like Espinoza. And to be reminded of that stoppage against Angelo Leo, a fight against Espinoza would make him revisit that. I've seen Espinoza in fights with guys where after the first couple of rounds, they find negotiating the distance with him is quite difficult. It's almost like having Sebastian Fundora at 154 and everyone that surrounds him in that division. He has such height and reach at 6'7", 6'6", that guys just can't get to him. And Espinoza works things awfully the same way. So Lopez would do better to try to chase one of the other fighters in the division and hope that Espinoza will move up. I'm hoping he moves up because I feel that he needs to challenge himself. But yet and still, it doesn't stop the happy-go-lucky Luis Alberto Lopez because he feels that a championship is just around the corner for him in 2026. But what do you think? This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know what your thoughts are about Luis Alberto Lopez and whether or not you feel that he can defeat a world champion, the likes of Espinoza. Leave comments and let's discuss further. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.